Hey, this is Phil Lilley, Lilley's Landing Resort and Marina on Lake Taneycomo. We're going to do one cast today. It's just me and Jackson. It is Christmas Day 2021, and it's crazy warm. It's windy again. The wind's out of the south. I think it didn't get, when I got up this morning at 6 o'clock, it was 65 degrees. We actually had to run the air conditioner last evening to get the house cool back down a little bit. Unusual, but not complaining too much. The long range forecast is continue to be warm, maybe not this warm, but unseasonably warm, which is a little concern because we want cold weather to cool down that lake water in Table Rock. If we have a super warm winter and that lake doesn't cool down, then we'll have really warm, nasty water in the fall. Typically it's happened one time where it got really bad. So I don't know, a little bad news or negativity on Christmas Day, but it's something that we're thinking about. Can't do anything about it though. The water's off. It's been off most of the night. It's supposed to be off till about 1 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Then they're supposed to run, it says 4 units. But it's nice that the water's off. There's not many people out today. We've got a couple boats out. It's going to get busy tomorrow. Not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday, yeah. We got a lot of people coming in Sunday, and it looks like it's going to be a pretty busy week on the lake with the nice weather. I'm using a 1/125th ounce PJ's jig. It's a sculpin with an orange head. 6X tippet to a float about 4.5 foot deep, maybe 5. And I'm just above the resort, several hundred yards. Didn't want to get out too far. We're supposed to be over at Mom's here pretty soon. Kids already had a little bit of a Christmas this morning. Had a big breakfast and gonna have a big dinner. So I just get out and kind of relax and maybe catch a fish or two. Of course, using a little jig under a float with this choppy water like this, especially with the water off, is usually pretty awesome. The wind's gonna carry me downstream a little bit. You can do this with a spin cast or fly rod, either one. I'm using a 5-weight, 9 foot. Something pretty easy. Sun's not quite over the bluff here, so I'm not in the sunshine. It's almost there. A little hazy out, not quite blue skies. And there's a fish. Guess I could leave it out there for 30 minutes and catch one on the first cast, but I was about ready to pick it up and throw it out again. stalker. It's a good eater though. Nice fat fish, about 11 inches. Kind of bit my hook. So this is a real fun way to fish, I think. It's not too stressful, especially with the water off. You're not having to watch your drift, even though I am drifting a little bit with the wind. I'm not having to make a lot of corrections. I'm fishing 5 feet because the water here is anywhere from 6 to 8 feet deep. If anything, I should go a little bit shallower. Earlier this morning, about 7 off the dock, or yeah, it was more like 8. I think I might be dragging the bottom just a little bit. The fish were midging out in front of the resort really good. I caught a couple on a little 32nd ounce jig that I was throwing and not letting it sink very deep, so I caught them close to the surface. As soon as the wind picked up, I couldn't catch them anymore. It's just a little bit strange. Oh, the wind's a little tough. I'll make sure I'm not getting tangled up. I think I'm going to change the depth of my float. Go a little bit shallower. Move it about a foot, so I'm about 3.5 feet. Ah, come on. Not casting very good. Part of the reason is I'm moving a little bit closer to the shallow bank, and the water's not going to be quite as deep. But the wind's not quite as bad on this side either, so I'm not going to fight it. Okay. Maybe. Not biting as good as I thought they would. I think I'm going to move and try something here in a second. Just because this isn't working very good. I did bring a spin cast with a little jig. I was really hoping just to catch a few on a little jig and float. Oh, I just missed one. He's quick. let's go try something. Go fish out the channel. And we're going to move it a little deeper. Not that deep. Okay. So I think I have it about 5.5 feet or so. Probably not quite 6. And the water over here is 10 to 12 foot deep. Of course, it's over here in the shade. Oh my gosh. Sorry, my trolling motor is has a mind of its own this morning. few people out today. Well, I was going to say this. I know Christmas time, holidays are a tough time for a lot of people. Suicide rates high during the holidays, and I've lost friends here in the last couple of years over the holidays to suicide and just depression. Here's my challenge. If you're feeling sorry for yourself and you don't feel like your life's worth anything, and your focus is really inward. There are a lot of ministries out there right now that are feeding the homeless. Go out and find them and help. Talk to some of the gals that are out in the woods or off the highways that are sleeping. Whether you think they should be there or not. Some of them truly have some issues that keep them from operating in society, and they need help. But get outside yourself and just make that effort. Go talk to somebody. Because speak from experience, ending your life is not incredible. I don't know. Somebody's shooting up there. Maybe It's a Christmas. Oh, I know what it is. There's a house up there on the river, on the lake, that I assume that there are some guys up there. They don't live there, but they're known to be a little rowdy. But anyhow, I like I was saying, that the two friends that took their life last year, they left behind some really, really broken people. They're asking a lot of questions because it kind of blindsided them. And whether you like it or not, or whether you know it or not, there's a lot of people that do love you, and that really do care. And yeah, and it might sound a little cliche-ish, but reach out to the Lord, because God's the creator of the universe. He's big enough to meet you if you seek Him, if you truly seek Him with all your heart. Well, I just finished a 30-minute one cast, and at some point my camera took a dive, and I didn't see it. I don't know if it was 5 minutes or 20 minutes after I started, but you didn't miss anything. I didn't catch anything else after the first one. Excuse me. I did switch. Wasn't any good with my scoping with an orange head, so I put a black and olive jig on, and I've got it about 6 feet, 5.5 feet or so under a float. And I'm going to try this for a little bit, and then I'll call it quits. It's disappointingly slow. But I will include the first part of the video as much as I can. I'm not sure when that camera took a dive. And that is some guys that are staying up in a house, and it's kind of common on a holiday weekend that they're there. They blow their little horn. A little annoying. I'm going to try this for a minute, and then I'm going to move it to about 4 feet. The wind's died down, which is nice. I'm going to try it one more time, then I'm going to go a little shallower. So they started shutting the water off in the mornings yesterday. I don't know if it's a new pattern or what. This is the only day, I think, of the year that we are closed all day, the resort. Kind of losing my chop, actually. Black and yellow is probably my second favorite color jig to use under a float besides a sculpin, or brown with an orange head. Of course, the black has a black head. And I'm moving the float, giving the jig a little more action because the water's a lot more flat. Oh, I caught my post. Just trying to cast in front of the boat. That wasn't very smart. Okay. I think this is going to be my last attempt. Running out of time. Well, it's a beautiful day to be out fishing. spend a little more time figuring out what they're going to bite on, if anything, but I don't have time. I did a little talk at the end of the first video that my camera's down, and I'm going to go ahead and replay that. So I talk about some pretty serious things that that happen this time of year, and just sharing my heart. So you guys have a Merry Christmas. The ending of it will be a little abrupt because I saw the camera was down. So have a Merry Christmas.